Ahoy, we're back. We decided we're going to do part two because we're wandering the property looking at the orange tree next.
Yeah.
So here we are. And Lucas is back too.
So his strategy, Lucas' strategy is he'll drop the ball. He knows it takes me a minute to get to it. Meanwhile, he takes off running. If he's out there waiting by the time I throw it.
Trying to make you anxious.
Right. And I have to find a clear area. But on the other note, so he'll wait out there as long as he needs to. So I got the trees here, right? I've got the citrus trees.
Mm-hmm.
And the sun here in the summer is very intense. And so I planted this tree here on purpose to shade the grapefruit tree from the late afternoon sun. So
Now this tree is like a shiffer,
no, it's a mesquite.
mesquite.
Yeah.
Okay.
This is a native mesquite tree, and you know they grow fairly fast, and they make filtered shade basically. And you'll notice that desert trees have small leaves because they need to retain moisture. These are not desert trees.
Those are tropical.
Yeah, tropical, right? And they have large leaves, and so they're more susceptible, to evaporation and to direct sunlight.
More surface, more evaporation.
These guys here, can withstand the harsh desert sun. And this tree is doing a job for me.
Right.
It's filtering that late afternoon west sun from burning up this tree.
Right.
And so everything that I've done here has been planned. Those bushes over there do the same thing. For the orange tree, this is a Valencia orange. Here's a Valencia orange.
Yep.
And I understand Elle, Badge's wife, enjoys oranges, so we give her oranges when she comes.
Those Canadians are going to move in, you realize that.
Well, they've already taken over. They've taken over my tree. They own both of them. No, just kidding.
And this little one that you planted here?
Yeah, this is an orange tree also. So this will be another 10 years before it starts producing.
And then this one is probably on purpose to provide the shade later on?
That tree is there because it wants to be there. That's
okay.
A bush. So.
That's natural.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Yeah. And then these are Arizona rosewood trees, bushes. This bush here. So that bush is shading the late afternoon sun from the Valencia orange tree.
Wow.
And you can see more oranges up there at the top there.
Who said you were not a farmer? You are.
Well, the idea is, just like you do as a nomad, you pay attention to the weather, right? Because you're living out in nature.
Right.
Well, we're living in nature here too, and I grew up here in southern Arizona, and so I know, I know what it's like to live here. It is tough in the summertime. A lot of people head north. A nomad can head north, but you always pay attention to your surroundings, your temperature. You're chasing 70 degrees, right?
Correct.
Well, we're not doing that here. We'll do it for a couple weeks, but this is our paradise here. This is where we like to stay, and then we head out for a couple weeks at a time to visit others.
I find that, as Spock would say, fascinating.
Oh, Lucas is still out there waiting.
Yeah, he's waiting.
Well, let me show you the ironwood tree.
Yes, I am interested in ironwood trees. I have some deadwood from the ironwood. It is stored in Parker right now.
It looks like it's half dead, huh?
Yeah, it does.
So it just flowered recently, and it's starting to put on seed pods now. Here's new. So this thing goes through a cycle. In the first part of June, it puts on beautiful purple flowers, and it sheds a lot of its leaves to support the flowers. And then after the flowers are pollinated by the bees in the area, then we get the seed pods. And then as the seed pods are growing, we get new leaves coming out. So it looks pretty gnarly right now, but you can see there's new growth.
Right.
And this will be all leafed out here in a couple weeks. And then we we propagate these ironwood trees, which are protected in this area. Once these seed pods are mature, you strip the cover off of them, take a file and just score the surface of the seed itself, put them underneath a wet paper towel, and once they root, then you put them in a small little pot, and then you water them, and then transfer pots until you get to
that point where it can become a tree.
Yeah, where it's ready to plant.
How long does that process take typically?
About 3 years.
Wow.
Before you have a tree small or large enough to where you can put in the ground. And I have two over here. I'll show you. Oh wait, you got a ball.
The priorities.
So I have two ironwood trees over here.
Okay. That gives us about 1.5 minutes. Watch your footing.
Oh, look at the poop. Oh, this way. There's a small ironwood there. And then there's another one over here.
Now I see you have it staked with rebar,
Yeah, that's
which is made out of iron, so that's appropriate, right? Helps fertilize it.
Right. The rabbits will come by and strip the trees.
Ah.
So that keeps it. Now this tree and that tree you just looked at are the same age.
Huh. Why the difference?
You tell me. The soil probably, because they both get watered the same. The soil here is probably more fertile than the soil down there. That one is surviving, but this one is thriving.
How interesting. A difference of 20 feet or so, and this ironwood is shooting to the moon, and this one's doing a little bit of struggle. It will probably reclaim its own, but still, it's interesting. Huh.
And so this is this tree here is probably 6 to 8 years old. Been in the ground about 6 or 8 years.
Okay. And then the ironwood that we looked at a minute ago, which is right over there.
Yeah.
How old is that?
That one is close to 20 years old.
20 years old. Okay. Wow.
Okay, Lucas called.
Lucas is calling.
Okay, all right. No, he's taking a break. Taking a break. You taking a break? Hmm? Okay. Sit.
In case you haven't figured out, Lucas is the star of this show and the property and probably most of the Ironwood monument.
He was a rescue. We've had him a couple years.
Admirable.
From the Humane Society. Somebody dumped him on the streets of Tucson.
Wow.
And that's where they found him. So we were walking through the Humane Society one day, kind of looking for dogs and trying to decide what we wanted next, and Lucas picked us to go home with. You can see how, he's really lovable.
Oh, yeah.
And as we walked by, he said, "Take me home." So it looks like, see, we've been gone a while. My job is to pick up Lucas's poop.
Right.
And so I got some work to do today.
Yeah.
Okay, Lucas, you're making a point here.
And the only work I have to do is to go in the house, upload these 2 clips to the computer. It's roughly 6:30, quarter to 7 by about now. And I will see you at 9 Arizona time. That would be noon Eastern Standard Time for Guess the Channel. So I'm looking forward to seeing you there. It'll be live here from here from the ranch, Stephen Oakey's ranch, in the Ironwood Monument. Basically, we're 40 miles, well, 30 30 miles west of Tucson, Arizona. And once again, there is a little bit of not overcast, but we are approaching what they know here as the monsoon season. So there is a chance that we may see some moisture coming out of the air. I don't think it'll happen today, but that season is approaching. The rainy monsoon summer season here in Arizona. I'm finding it fascinating. I just not that I want a homestead, at least not yet, but those who are, yeah, it's amazing. We'll see you soon. I hope you enjoyed these 2 little clips. In the meanwhile, fair winds and smiles. And as always, may God bless.